Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Two of Stones and Challenge. And when I was thinking about this card today, meditating on it, I was like, okay, so yesterday we had balance, finding that balance within, and it can be a challenge, right? We've been on this trajectory of going up. And now that we've got that balance going on, it can be a challenge to keep it, right? Because something's going to come along, all right, and try to knock us off of our path, off of our journey, whatever you want to say. But the challenge that this card is representing is light's having some fun back behind me. The challenge is in manifesting that energy for power or for force. Okay. And just like the two, dragons, snakes, whatever you want to call it, around the tree, they're not really fighting for each other. They're just trying to create an equilibrium, amongst themselves. Okay. Here, this is some fighting going on. These two box hares, female hares are boxing for territorial rights, to breed. Okay. And sometimes we need to stand up for what we believe in. For what, hey, I want to work 40 hours a week, five days a week, right? And the boss is like, well, you're going to have to probably do about 50. And it's like, you called me on my vacation, 3 times, okay? And that's inconsiderate of my time. And, sometimes you have to stand up to help create that balance, to help create that, not really make a confrontation to where, it's difficult, but to, create that balance with going on in your life. And the earth energy gives us that opportunity, right? The earth energy gives us the opportunity to become stable, all right? Creating that foundation. And when we challenge the status quo, we make things better for ourselves moving forward, okay? And as a result of challenging that status quo, I don't see it down here, maybe it fell off here the other day, we become self-empowered. We had that card come up about 10 days ago, the Five of Bows, self-empowerment. And, when we become self-empowered and we challenge the status quo and we stand up for what we believe in, we create that balance. And I'm going to say right now that with everything that's going on, you challenging the status quo is good because everything's going right for you. All right? Your journey is moving forward. And, it's just like, okay, here we go. This is what I want. I want a 40-hour work week. I want the weekends to myself, and use that within, the challenge in a relationship, right? You can just look at it and just say, you know what? We need balance. We need quality time together, okay? Because if you're in your office and I'm in my office, we're not spending quality time together, okay? I want to sit on the couch and watch something together, all right? I want to spend quality time with you. And you got to have that, there's that challenge within the relationship. That challenge to say, okay, we want a balanced relationship. We need to spend time together. Let's go for a walk. And let's talk about our day, right? Let's talk about our finances. Things on that nature. So, the challenge could be, working with ourselves to, continue with that balance. And learning to deal with a rivalry, whether it's work or, in a project situation, whether it's a skill that can still be taken advantage of, okay? Because when things are going well, when you're manifesting what you need to manifest in a project, career, relationship, however you want to look at it, there's going to be those challenges. And I talked about that the other day. Okay? Yeah, things are going great. But you know what? As we come up, there's going to be a little bit of a plateau and we're going to start coming down a little bit. And then we're going to go up again. Okay? That challenge that's out, right there is, like I said, is giving you that opportunity to stand up. And there's in my experience, there's been many peers and colleagues that when you are doing well, they become insecure. Okay? And they start the rumor mill. They start all this junk, and it's like they're jealous of you. And it's a different card in here, jealousy. Okay? But my belief is when they're jealous of you, they're putting blessings on you. Okay? And when those rivalries exist between coworkers, it just means, hey, you're giving me more power. You're giving me the power to succeed. That's why you're sitting in the back. I never told anybody that. I was like, all right, keep talking. We'll see you in the end. And, by holding your ground, again, standing up and, defending your position, you can keep in touch with pure and positive motivations, which is what that balance card has for you. A lot of positivity going on down here. The Great Bear just fell off, okay? And it's not that he's not with you on your journey still, okay? But he is. The ancestor beating you to your own path. There's two birch trees. I also focused on the number 2 today. There's 2 birch trees there that it's kind of like a gateway. The pole star, the universe has got your back. Always has your back. The stag is there to protect you. And when I think about the number 2, I look at the above and below on that world tree that's on his shield. Not only are you you're showing people that you're flourishing, but your roots are deep. Your roots are deep in your intuition, your convictions. Okay, you're grounded. You're connected with spirit. You're connected with the universe, right? The wheel, a lot of duality in that. Sun and the moon, right? All the duality in the feathers, okay? The duality in the stones, holding the loom down. You create that destiny for you. And that's what you're doing. You are moving forward and you're creating a better opportunity. Whether that's work, relationship, project, however you want to look at it. The 10 of Vessels, happiness. There's only so much water you can carry. But at the same time, you're happy about it. You've got that balance going on. Okay? And yes, this might be a challenge. But you know what? If you stay clear, focused on your objectives, that quest that you're on is going to be successful. I'm going to guarantee it. Okay? You heard it here first. All right? So accept the challenge that's out there. Right now, I'm feeling like the challenge is just staying balanced. Don't get too high. Don't get too low. Bring it on. I'm gonna take it on, and I'm gonna succeed at it. And if you're gonna be over there and you're gonna be jealous of it, that's all right, because I was given the power to move forward. I've been empowered to make the decisions. I've been empowered to accept this challenge. So that's today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck. The 2 of Stones and challenge. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, share it with others, and give me a thumbs up. And this is D for the Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. God bless. Stay safe, everybody.